So, welcome back to another episode of Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Work. So, first of all, I'm back in my old setup, as you can see. So, yeah, heads up. But in the previous episode, we saw Shirou's projection for the first time, which he told us that that was actually the first magecraft that he actually learned. But Kiritsugo was like, you know what? Fortification is gonna be better for you. It's gonna be more useful. Just stick to that and do not, don't worry yourself with projection. So he kind of abandoned it for a bit, and we saw it be extremely powerful here. He ended up projecting, I guess, or copying Archer's daggers, which I don't know if it's actually something to do with Archer or it's because that was the weapon that he was imagining. I'm guessing that was kind of why. It was because he was imagining those daggers very adamantly, right? So he ended up projecting them into his hands. So I'm guessing, I'm sure we'll see more about projection, but my guess right now is it allows him to basically visualize and materialize a weapon that's in his mind, right? Which is really cool, but it did look like it took a huge toll on him. I'm guessing it used up a lot of his mana. Also, it looked like he was physically very, very tired after it, so I wonder if it takes like a physical recall on him, or that may just be side effect of him being very low on mana. So another thing is we found out about Caster's master, which was the teacher, the extremely suspicious looking teacher, which was really interestingly done. You guys did let me know because I thought that Shinji said that 2 servants came to kill Ryder, but you guys said that I should go back and reread that scene. So I did go back and reread that scene in, I think it was in episode 8 or something. So it was done in a bit of a I can see why the confusion arose, because it was worded a bit awkwardly. So what they said was it was 2-on-1, and then after that he said their servants were better than mine, right? So Shinji said 2-on-1 and then their servants in plural. So I assume that by 2-on-1, the plural of servants, he meant 2 servants on 1 of my servants. So I kind of assumed that he meant 2 servants. But yeah, it was worded a bit awkwardly, but I can see this also meaning, just servants in general, not necessarily those 2 servants. So makes sense. So presumably the teacher plus a servant ended up ganging up on Ryder, right? I don't know which servant. Was it actually one of the caster copies? Was it actually caster herself? Was it an assassin? Was it someone else? I don't know. But yeah, interesting. So we ended up kind of, in a draw between those like in that battle. So I wonder how it's gonna go from here. I guess we will see. So if you wanna watch this uncut and unblurred, it's gonna be on my page, which is down in the description. And without further ado, let's go into Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works episode 11.
私の方は問題ありません。それよりシロ、あなたの方こそ大丈夫なのですか?
Yeah, how you feeling?
別に大丈夫だぞ。
もし体が痛むようでしたら声をかけてください。
Also, you guys did let me know that the dreams that we saw in the previous episode from Rin, the voice in it was actually, well, Rin's voice. Makes sense. I'm so bad at picking up voices. Oh, what's happening here? We keep seeing that fortification symbol. It's also similar to the mage crest that Rin has. A visitor approaches lightly. Okay. Interesting title. Ah, Saber is so adorable in this season. You good? She's sleeping in a shirt? Like a button-up shirt? What's happening? Checks out.
本来なら世界史の時間ですが、せっかくですのでこの時間は英語の小テストを行います。
Are they the only two teachers? Tyrant. Shut up.
最後の授業を自習にしたら遊びの時間になるだけでしょう。先生の行為をありがたく受け取りなさい。
Saturday? Are there any visible marks on the school, or not on the school, on the arm?
まずいかな。
Probably.
くせに重くなってきた気がする。あ、遠坂と話をするの忘れた。ま、あっちから来なかったら大きな動きはなかったんだろう。
That feels like you're jinxing it.
遅くなってすまない。すぐに昼飯にするから。
シロ、
皿を割るなんて初めてだ。すまん。すぐに片付けるから。
Yeah, I wonder if there are any visible marks on the arm.
座っていてくれ。
Because it feels like something's
疲れてい
happening.
るようですね。シロは。いいです。片付けは私がしますから。
そうだな。頼む。
I don't know, my initial thought would be that something is manifesting on his arm, and my
はい。
thought would be
今出ます。
maybe a crest, but I don't know how that would happen, a mage crest. Tosaka. Rin.
遠坂、なんで？
定時連絡。エミヤ君がすっぽかしたから。
すっぽかしたって。そりゃ確かに遠坂と会うのは忘れたけど。
Oh, you think it's Sakura here as well?
そんな決まり事あったっけ？すまん。忘れてたのは謝る。協力者として定時連絡は当然の義務だった。
いい機会だから今日はここで会議するわ。
Oh, I feel like it's gonna be really awkward.
こっちは今から昼なんだ。
ちょうどよかったわ。私もお昼まだだったから。
I love
よ
her.
ろしくね。
I love her. I love her energy.
待てってば。
Shiro blushing? Oh, okay.
結局、キャスターには正面からの実力行使しかないってわけね。そうですね。あの山には霊体に対して強力な結界が張られています。正面以外手がありません。
で、無理して境内に上がったらキャスターが待ち伏せているわけか。
まあね。なんでそんなに離れたところにいるのよ。
俺の定位置を遠坂が横取りするからこうなったんだろう。
で、上がった後、キャスターをどう追い詰めるのかが問題よ。下手に追い詰めたら、流動時ごと道連れにされかねない。確かに、キャスターならありえます。
セイバー、しれっと怖いこと言うなよ。キャスターのやつ追い詰めたら自爆するっていうのか？
するでしょう、そりゃ。しますね、おそらく。
Wow.
二人とも息バッチリだな。あ、なんだ、もうこんな時間か。とりあえず話し合いはここまでだな。そろそろ夕飯の支度をしないと。
何よ、エミヤ君。人の顔をジロジロ見ちゃって。
いや、だから。
ははーん、そっか。
Nah.
外じゃマスター同士ってことで気にならなかったけど、自分の家の中になったら素に戻る。
Natural instincts. That's a call out.
男なんだから、こんなの普通の反応。
Oh, look at him.
でもおかしくない？セイバーだって女の子だし。聞いた話じゃ、藤村先生もさくらもここに来るんでしょ？
Oh, she knows about Sakura coming here.
私だって
Okay.
聞いたようなものじゃない。
いいからもう帰れよ。
あら、今後の方針が出てもないのに帰れるわけないでしょ？シロ、リンの言い分は正しいのではないですか？別に彼女が滞在しても問題はないわけですし。
セイバーまで。
Saber, you don't get it, Saber.
けど後で藤村先生も来るだろうから、そん時はお前が解き伏せてくれよ。
わかってるわかってる。藤村先生のことも承知の上だから。
That's cute. So, it feels like with Caster, the good thing about her is if you take her out, it also means that she's the master of assassin, right? So that, I mean, I guess she is. I mean, she's summoned assassin. I still am not 100% sure how that works. Does she get command spells for assassin? Actually, don't answer that. We're gonna see it. If at some point, I'm sure we're gonna see it. whether it's directly or indirectly, we're gonna end up seeing it. But from how I understand it, if she is the master of assassin because she did summon him, then if you take out Caster, that means that, well, you take out two servants for one, right? But the problem is she is extremely, extremely powerful. Also, wait, if you take out somehow the teacher, then Caster's master, then you take out the two of them as well. Now, I don't think that this Caster here has infinite mana, so I don't think she should be able to remain, you know, as an independent servant like how Caster in Zero was, because that was his Noble Phantasm, but her Noble Phantasm doesn't seem to be that, so yeah.
後悔しても知らないからな。
Fuji!
ただいま
おかえり。
サブサブサブ雪が降りそうだよ
She didn't notice her. Oh, hot pot!
さすがシロ冴えてるじゃない
危ないだろ。
She-
言ってんだから。
早く早く
もう離れろって。
よいしょお邪魔しています藤村先生。ああ遠坂さんだ。シロんちで会うなんて珍しいなーって。
I was waiting for this. Oh, I love the vibes of this, man. It's so good.
あなた非常識でしょ。何ってエミヤ君の家で夕飯をご馳走されているのですが、そういう藤村先生こそチャイムも押さずに上がり込んでくるなんて非常識ではない
It's her place. Kinda. She's the landlord.
私はこの家の監督役なんです。エミヤ君のお父さんから任されているんですから、家族も同然なの。
I see. So he kinda entrusted Emiya to her. Or Shiro.
どうぞお構いなく。シロじゃなくてエミヤ君、これはどういうことですか
Trying to sound all
先生
polite.
呼びにくいのでしたら無理をなさらずに。別に先生がエミヤ君をどう呼ぼうと私には関係ありませんから。
Ugh.
もしかしてさくらちゃんから聞いてる？さあ、
I don't think so.
マトウさんが何を話していたのか。
マトさん。
プライバシーですから。けど先生の想像通りだといいですね。
勝負あったな。
Also, I do know, according to you guys, that you're not basically supposed to know by this point that Rin and Sakura were or are sisters. Were sisters, however you wanna look at it. Yeah, in the visual novel, I'm pretty sure you find out later on, right? That they're supposed to be sisters. Which I don't know how important that detail is. I don't think it matters that much here. I think it was cool seeing them interact in like the first, I don't remember which episode it was, but we saw them interact for a bit, and knowing the context behind it was really, really cool. But also, I can see how it could be a cool mystery if you didn't know it. Like, you would be like, why are they acting the way that they are towards each other? So I can see it being a cool mystery as well. I feel like it works either way.
ここに置いておきますね。
ああ、サンキュー。
洗い物なら私がやろっか。ご馳走されっぱなしじゃバランスが取れないし。
いい、貸しにしとく。
Nah. Ah, be careful with the arm. Another one. Wait, is it getting worse?
エミヤ君っていつもああなんですか？まさか。シロはお皿を割ったことなんて一度もなかったんだから。きっと遠坂さんを意識して緊張しているのよ。
Yeah, play it off, play it off.
敵としてね。エミヤ君、あとは私がやるから休んでいて。
She's the best.
いいから、あなたはお茶でも飲んでなさい。
Oh, look at him.
手伝わなくていいの？せっかく誘ったのにほっとくと嫌われちゃうわよ。
何勘違いしてんだバカ。今日のは俺が誘ったんじゃない。
She barged in.
遠坂に嫌われようが俺の知ったことじゃないんだからな。
Aww. I really like the romance element in this.
あれ、遠坂は？
リンなら庭に出ていたようですが。
庭に？遠坂。
It's snowing?
いい結界ね。私の家とは違って人間の情を感じる。ちょっと付き合わない？ うちって特殊だから、そのエミヤ君はそのままでもいいのかなってふと思った。
それって半人前でいいってことかよ。
そうじゃ
Dissing
ないんだけど、
yourself.
そうなのかもね。エミヤキリツグって人がどんな魔術師だったか知らないけど、この屋敷はすごく自然なのよ。魔術師の工房のくせに開けてる。
Oh, the
入るの
opposite
も
of
帰るのも
Kiritsugu.
ご自由にって感じ。
Laid back and open.
遠坂のうちは違うのか。
ええ、違う。来るものは拒む。そのくせ入ってきたものは逃がさない。時々ね、なんか違うなって思うんだけど、これが変えられないのよ。
Nice.
私
I like that.
そういう割り方が気に入っちゃってるわけ。
ん
こういう性格をしてるから後継者に選ばれたんでしょうけど。
遠坂はきつかったのか。
魔術の修行が？おあいにくさま。苦しいなんて思ったことなかったわ。
That's another thing that I remember back during Fate Zero at the end of it, when they were showing, you know, how Kirei was basically putting the entire heritage stuff, like, and her being the heir and stuff like that, onto Rin. And I said I don't like the fact that he's basically forcing her to be the heir. And you guys kind of did say that it's not like she's against it. She also wants to be the heir of the family, right? So it's not necessarily Kirei forcing her. It's more so Kirei enabling her, you know, her wish to be the heir. Which I guess I feel like there's a bit more nuance to that, and I feel like you could make an argument against it as well. But yeah, here we can see that her personality of her also wanting to be the heir, but also I like the fact that she is saying that she does not fully necessarily always agree with all of the morality points of mages, right? Because we know that their morality is different from ours. So here she is saying that even though she doesn't agree with some of them, she knows that she can change them, which is interesting. I like that.
それに新しいことを覚えるのは楽しかった。言ったでしょ、私生まれつきそういう性格。
That's how I'm wired.
だから心配してくれてるんなら気言ってやつよ。
そっか。学校はどうなんだ。魔術師としてやっていくんなら意味ないんじゃないか。
寄り道でしょうけど無駄じゃないわよ。学生って楽しいもの。私ね、基本的に快楽主義者なの。
I respect that.
父さんの後を継ぐのは義務だけど、それだって楽しくなければやらないわ。
Here we go.
エミヤ君と協力してるのだってあなたが面白いからだし。
そっか。遠坂が楽しそうでよかった。
ありがとう。で、もちろんエミヤ君も楽しかったんでしょ。ちょっとどうして黙るのよ。
いや、
Come on! You're gonna give her the wrong idea.
エミヤ君、私とんでもない勘違いをしてたかもしれないから。
She's very serious.
魔術の修行を楽しいと思ったことはなかった。魔術そのものも。けど、俺は周りが幸せならそれで嬉しかったんだ。だから、魔術を習っておけば、いつか誰かの
Main protagonist type of shit.
俺はキリツグのような正義の味方になりたかった。そのために魔術を習ってきた。とまあ、俺の理由なんてそんなもんだけど。
Fair enough.
何？あんた自分のために魔術を習ったんじゃないの？
いや、自分のためじゃないのか？これって、誰かのためになれれば、俺だって嬉しいんだから。
あのね、それは嬉しいんであって楽しくはないの。いい？私が言ってるのはエミヤ君自身が楽しめるかどうかよ。周りがどうこうじゃなくて自分から楽しいって思えることはないのかって聞いてるの。
自分から楽しめることなんて言われても。俺にはそんな余分な願いを持つ資格がないっていうか。
ちょっとはっきり言いなさい。
いや、別に。
ああ、もうタバきた。要するにあんた人のことばっかりで自分に焦点が合ってないのよ。
ちょっと
うるさい、口答えするな。ああ、もう似てるって思ってたけど、まさかここまで一緒とは思わなかった。
落ち着け遠坂。お前なんでそんなに怒ってるんだ？
それがわからないやつだから頭にきてるの。いいわ、決めた。明日あんたに参ったって言わせてやるから。
まさかいつかの続きをする気か？
そうよ。とっておきにスペシャルなのを味わわせてやるんだから。
Here we go. The bipolarity that she has. Is that even a word? Bipolarity? I'm making it a
おい
word.
遠坂、そろそろ帰るだろ。送ってくぞ遠坂。
遠坂うるさいわね。
遠坂、その格好。
あーちゃんに言って宿泊道具一式を持ってこさせたの。
え、
藤村先生の許可もちゃんともらってあるから。私右の曲も借りるわ。
I'm not saying a word. But yeah, a lot of people do find happiness in helping out other people. And that's like more, they're happier with that than anything else. And that's absolutely fine.
抗生剤質補強。
今夜も魔術の鍛錬ですか？
ああ、欠かさずやれっていうのがキリツグの教えだったからな。けどまあ、教えてくれたのはそれだけだったけど。
それだけ？では魔術師としての知識もあり方も享受されてはいないのですか？
ああ、
Nah,
そもそもさ、教えるべき本人が魔術師らしくなかったんだ
true,
よ。
he was more of an assassin.
困った大人だったな。楽しむときは思いっきり楽しむんだなんて言って
Or a
子
merc,
供
I
み
guess.
たいにはしゃいでたし。
なるほど、そういう詩が好きだったのですね、シロは。
憧れてた。自由で全然魔術師っぽくなくても、俺にとってはキリツグこそが本当の魔法使いだったんだ。
Mahotsukai.
シロ、あなたの半身はどうなっているのです？
そういえば気づいてたのか。
はい。
ちょっと麻痺してるだけだ。運動機能は全く問題がないんだ。
原因はやはり。
まあ、夕べの投影魔術。
Oh, it is because of, just purely because of that. Okay.
体の大部分が麻痺したままか。
あーちゃん。
Archer.
当然といえば当然だな。
何用だ、あーちゃん。
Is it something to do with his
我らは
weapons?
互いに不可侵の条約を結んでいるはず。止まれ。
Sorry about that.
相応の覚悟をしてもらおう。
待つんだセイバー。あいつにその気はない。
ですが。
いいから。
He's here to explain.
余計
説明しろ。
はなんだよお前のことだ。挨拶しに来たわけでもないんだろ。投影をしたとリンから聞いていたが、やはりそうか。半身の感覚がなく、動作が中寄りに7センチほどずれている。
Damn.
力になれるかもしれん。運のいい男だ。
Okay, so there's no external signs. Wow.
閉じていたものが開いた。本来使われるはずの回路が放棄され、眠っていたのだ。
Oh.
は一時的なものだ。今まで使われていなかった回路に全開で魔力を通した結果、回路そのものが驚いている。
And it opened them up.
これで回路は現役。
It's kind of like Nen in Hunter x Hunter. Okay. Where you have like the Nen pores that you can force open.
こんなところか。数日もすれば回復する。
Whoa.
体が動く頃には以前よりはマシな魔術師になっているだろうさ。
詳しいのですね、あーちゃん。
似たような経験があってな。私も初めは片腕を持っていかれた。待てよ。なんだ。聞きたいことがある。理想を抱いて溺死しろ。あれがどんな意味なのかってな。言葉通りの意味だ。付け加えるものなどない。
Yeah, it seems pretty self-explanatory.
じゃあお前は何のために戦ってるんだ。知れたこと。私の戦う意義はただ己のためのみだ。自分のためだけだと。そうだ。お前の欲望が誰も傷つけないという理想であるのなら好きにするがいい。ただしそれが本当にお前自身の欲望ならばな。自分の意志で戦うのならその罪も罰も全て自分が生み出したもの。背負うことすら理想のうちだ。だがそれが借り物の意志であるのならお前の唱える理想は空想に落ちるだろう。
Kind of reminds me of Kirei. A tiny bit.
理由がいる。だがそれは理想であってはならない。理想のために戦うのなら救えるのは理想だけだ。
Oh.
そこに
ける道はない。戦う意義とは何かを助けたいという願望だ。少なくともお前にとってはそうだろう、エミやシロ。だが他者による救いは救いではない。そんなものは金貨と同じだよ。使えば他人の手に回ってしまう。確かに誰かを救うなどという望みは達成できるだろう。だがそこにお前自身を救うという望みはない。お前はお前のものでない借り物の理想を抱いて、おそらくは死ぬまで繰り返す。だから無意味なんだ、お前の理想は。人助けの果てには何もない。結局他人も自分も救えない偽りのような人生。
I feel like that's a bit unfair, but I can see where he's coming from. I feel like that's a bit too absurd or too far on the other end though. Oh, I'm gonna talk after the ending. Yes. Wait, let me just go back and see one line. You will repeat the cycle until you die. These are not your own. There was another thing that he said. Let me... This is why your ideals are meaningless. And then... Wasn't there another line that he said? Nothing comes of helping others. Yes. In the end, you can save neither others nor yourself. So I feel like he's obviously had some kind of personal experience that makes him very pessimistic when it comes to helping others. Yeah, I feel like he's talking more so from like personal trauma or personal history or whatever. And I feel like he's definitely being very, very, very pessimistic, not even realistic anymore. Because previously, when we saw him talking about like his goals and stuff like that, he was being pretty realistic, saying that you can't save everyone. Sometimes you have to lose some people to save others. But I feel like now he's just being very pessimistic, saying if you end up only trying to help others, you're gonna end up not saving anyone, and also you're gonna end up not even saving yourself, right? Which I feel like, yeah, as I said, very pessimistic way to think about it. I feel like there is a way around it, but you have to be prepared to not be able to save absolutely everyone. It kind of reminds me of, there's a line in Arcane. I watched season 1, I haven't seen season 2 yet, but there's a line that I think Vander says to Vi when he's like, you say you want to fight, but who are you prepared to lose? Or something along those lines. So like, yeah, I mean, in war, you're gonna have to, if you want to save some people, you're gonna have to lose others. It's a trade deal. It kind of goes back to Kiritsugu's ideals, or not ideals, but the way that he was doing things, right? And I'm not saying that the way Kiritsugu was doing things is like the way that Shiro should be doing things. I don't think it is, but it kind of does remind me of that. I feel like, I mean, I've been saying this a lot, that Shiro's gonna have to, you know, realize that he can't save everyone. If he wants to save everyone, then he's gonna have a problem. But I do feel like, I don't know, I have no idea where it's gonna go. Like, I don't know if it's gonna end up being this thing where Shiro becomes so good that he ends up finding a way to save everyone, actually, and proving the others wrong of, yo, I can achieve my ideals, or he ends up actually changing his ideals because he realizes that he can't save anyone. I guess we'll see what kind of direction this takes. Either way, it's gonna be interesting to see. Also, yeah, another thing that I wrote down was, in his dreams, he kept seeing those fortification symbols, and right now here, when Archer like stabilized them or whatever, yeah, I think he like stabilized them because he said they're stressed, and then he was like, you know what, let me help you out with that. All of those symbols turned back to blue, so I'm guessing those symbols represent kind of the mana flow inside of him. That's my guess. And yeah, he ended up, you know, stabilizing it because it was really stressed out, and in his dream he saw it be like very red. So yeah, I presume that that's what those symbols in his dreams meant, right? Now, I don't know why he was dreaming about his mana flow, and like, I don't know if that's normal. Maybe that's normal for mages. I don't know. But that was interesting. Okay. And then what else was there? So yeah, I really can't read Rin. She's like, she's so bipolar, it's crazy. She switches up so fast. It's nice. It's really cool to see, you know. It's really fun. She's such a fun, because it never feels like it's too serious, but she just switches up, you know. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's just because she's a tsundere and she keeps switching up between the tsune and the dere. But yeah, she's great. And yeah, what else was there? I feel like that was like the main gist of it. So I wonder what kind of thing he can actually do with the projection. I wonder, Archer definitely is gonna be more of a character. There's more to him than we know of right now. Also, I really want to know more about the romance. I feel like it's gonna be really cute. And yeah, that's all. So, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.